Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a holiday makeup look. I feel like a lot of times when it comes to the holiday makeup look, I definitely just immediately think of a red lip. So I'm wanting to do a bold lip today, but I sat down, you guys, whoa, I'm knocking things over already. I sat down and I went through a ton of lipsticks and I swatched them on my hand for like 2 hours. I'm not joking. To try to figure out like what kind of a red lip I wanted. I wanted something bold, but I didn't want it to be too bright. I didn't want it to be too over the top. I'm so excited to show you guys what I came up with. And I also just wanted to like feel really healthy and glowy and look healthy. And so this obviously is a look that you guys can wear to any of your holiday gatherings or parties, or even if you're just at home alone, just to make yourself feel beautiful and a little bit glam. I painted my nails right before this. I feel like it got a little bit messy, but it's kind of fun to have red nails on. I'll have it linked down below. This one is a Revlon color, and I really liked it because it has a little bit of a pink undertone in it, which I thought was really pretty. So let's just get right into it. By the way, you guys, I have this scratch on my lip. I was scratched by a puppy today. You know, a blessing and a curse because the puppy was so cute. It wasn't our puppy, but it was so cute. It was a golden doodle. Anyway, I was holding him, and after like 2 seconds, he scratched me. So anyway, we were still very good friends after that, but I didn't notice till later that it like left a mark on my lip. So ignore that. Hopefully it will be covered by the red lipstick. So we're gonna do complexion first today. I'm actually wanting to take my Victoria Beckham primer. This is something that I picked up maybe a couple months ago now because it won an Allure Best of Beauty award. This is a very expensive primer, but if you're following along, just use something that you already have that's gonna give you hydrated, glowy skin. You could literally just use a moisturizer that you have. Something more affordable that I'm obsessed with is the Maybelline, what's it called? Instant Age Rewind glow thing. You guys know the one I'm talking about. There's also the Charlotte Tilbury one. That's a little more glowy than this, I would say. This is more of like a moisturizer. I'm just wanting the skin to be nice and prepped because again, I'm going for that like healthy look with the skin. So we're gonna move into foundation, and when I think healthy, I think the Bourjois Healthy Mix Foundation. I wear mine in the shade Rose Ivory. So I'm gonna give this a shake, and I'm gonna do about 2 pumps on the back of my hand. And I'm just gonna start to blend this out all over the face. I love this foundation. I really do feel like it gives such a healthy finish to the skin. Plus it's super affordable, which is insane. Like it looks so high-end on the face, and it wears so well on me. I love it. I love it for like every day, but also for looks like this one where I want the skin to just look vibrant and healthy. I keep saying that word, but truly, that's what I'm looking for in this look. I'm gonna pick up what's left on the back of my hand and just use my sponge to press this in. I was looking at my previous holiday makeup looks. I do one every year. I do a couple every year, I feel like, just depending on how many ideas I have. The products are pilling up a little bit. That's why I'm pressing it in with my fingers. I'm just gonna like let it sit for a second. I just did my skincare routine too, like right before filming, and I don't know if I let it sink in enough, but I don't wanna have to redo it because it's looking mostly okay. But anyways, last year I think I did like a pink toned eye with a red lip, which I still am really into that look. I also did like a green eye with a nude lip. Today I wanted to do like a berry-ish lip, and we're gonna keep it super simple on the eyes. I'm actually gonna go into cream contour next. I'm wanting to use my Patrick Ta cream contour and powder bronzer duo, and I'm gonna use this with my Patrick Ta brush. I'm gonna start off first with the cream product right here. By the way, this is the shade She's Statuesque, and I'm just gonna start to press that in the contours or the hollows of my cheekbones, also along the forehead. And I'm gonna get a little bit down the neck as well. Obviously I can't go too far because I'm wearing a turtleneck. I am obsessed with turtlenecks. I love this time of year because I can wear turtlenecks all the time. I actually just bought this color. I've owned probably 4 or 5 of these. This turtleneck is from Express. I'll have it linked down below because they're literally my favorite turtlenecks. And I just bought new colors, and this was one of them, and I thought it'd be perfect for this video. I'm going down the sides of the nose a bit as well. And then I'm gonna go in with my foundation brush and just gently press that into the bronzer with what's left on the brush just to kind of blend that all out. Okay, so now I'm gonna take concealer. I loved how this looked the other day, the Anastasia concealer. I'm gonna mix shades 4 and 1 for underneath the eyes. So I did 4 dots of the shade 4, And then I will do 3 little dots of the shade 1. This one's pretty light, so I'm not going to use too much of it, but I love how these two colors look mixed together. And let's just blend that out with a brush. This one is from Fenty Beauty. I'm going to take what's left and just apply this to the chin. And let's also brighten up this center portion of the forehead a little bit. And then I'm just going to press that in with my sponge. Since I want that healthy glow to my skin, I am going to set the face so that it lasts all night, but I do want to set it with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder so that it locks in my makeup, but it looks super luminous. I love this stuff. So I'm just going to use my smaller brush for under the eyes and also down the sides of the nose, around the mouth. And then I'm just going to take a fluffier brush and use that to set the sides of the face. Again, I love how this is going to set the face, but it's not going to take away that glow. I love this product for that reason. Okay, we are going to move to powder bronzer. I'm just going to make it easy and dip into the powder shade in the contour palette from Patrick Ta. So I'm going to pick this up on a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to smile and kind of start to sculpt the cheeks right over top of where we applied that cream contour. I feel like this is going to be a pretty short video just because it's such an easy look to do. It's so classic. It's going to suit everybody. I feel like everyone can do it as well. No matter how familiar you are with makeup, I feel like this is such an easy look. And you could make it even easier. Like you could take out steps that you're maybe not comfortable with and it would still look great. Okay, I'm going to brush up my brow hairs, and I actually am thinking of using a brow powder to fill my brows today. Not for any reason except for that I want to. So I'm going to pick up an angled brush, and I'm going to use my Joey Healy brow powder. This is in the shade Tobacco. It's called the Luxe Brow Powder. And I'm just going to take my angled brush, and I'm going to use this to start to fill in my brows. I don't know, there's something about this product that I just love. I feel like I'm so familiar with a pencil that I still use a pencil way more frequently than a powder. But every time I use this product, I'm reminded of how nice it looks and how natural it looks in the brows. Okay, so now that I have the powder in there, I'm just going to take the spoolie from my pencil and brush that through to soften it. Next, I'm going to throw on an eyeshadow primer. I think this is really important for this step, just to make sure that the product I'm going to apply adheres well. So I'm going to throw this on. Normally when I do my complexion first, I just take concealer on the eyes, but I wanted to make sure, again, to use a primer so that everything sticks a little better. This NARS one is a tinted one, which I love because it kind of cancels out any like discoloration on my eyelids. Okay, so it has a little bit of a tackiness to it. It will set a little bit, but before I go in with like the main product, I just tend to flip brushes all over the place. I'm gonna go into the powder bronzer because I do want to make sure that the crease is shaped out for me. So I'm just sweeping this through and out a little bit, connecting it to this inner portion here and even dragging it down slightly on the bridge of the nose. Or not the bridge of the nose, the side of the nose right here. Just for a tiny bit of shape. We won't need much. I am gonna throw this on the lower lash line slightly though. So for me, for the holidays, I love a sparkly eye look. I wanted to dip into my Mario Master Crystal Reflector in the shade Quartz. This isn't a super glittery glitter. Feel free to use whatever you would like. The Tati Beauty glitters are beautiful. The Hourglass ones are beautiful. ColourPop Super Shock shadows are really nice. This one reminds me a lot of the Fenty Beauty Diamond Balm, but it has a little bit more fine glitter in it and a lot more of it, if that makes sense, than the highlighters do. So I'm gonna take this. It's a gorgeous silver. This comes in a couple shades, but this is the only one that I personally own. And I'm going to take this on my fingertip, and now that the eyelid is primed, it's nice and tacky. So I'm going to just press this all over the eyelid. This gives you more of a fine glitter, so you can do just like a scattered look, or you could really build it up. I'm going to try to really build it up so it has like more of a wet eyelid look all the way across the lid. I feel like in the studio light, it's not doing this justice, but for me, when I think of like a holiday party, usually it's going to be in the evening, and so when there's more dim lighting, this is something that will really just look really special, but not overdone, which I thought would look so good with the whole theme of just looking a little bit more fresh and healthy. So I'm just taking my time here and really pressing it into the eyelid to try to get it to stick into that eyeshadow primer. Okay, so that's that. Super simple. I'm gonna pop on my Bite Beauty mascara. I just want the lashes to be quite a bit of a showstopper as well, so I'm gonna throw this on. You can use whatever mascara you like. You could put an eyeliner on top of this if you want. before going into mascara, but I'm gonna keep it pretty simple. Okay, I'm gonna move into highlight. I'm gonna take my Mary Luminizer highlight from The Balm. This actually ranked in the top 10 highlighters according to you. If you have not seen that yet, I will have it linked in the description box. This is such a classic, so I just can rely on this, you know? And I feel like it looks really nice in dim lighting. Like, it makes an impact, but it's not over the top. I think it just makes the skin look healthy, which is what I'm going for. Okay, we are going to actually do the lips first, so then I can gauge how much blush to wear. So I'm just gonna blot off my lip balm. And this is the color that I chose. This is from Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is their lip cushion in the shade Lip Locked. It's like a really nice moussey berry color. It's so pretty and it's exactly what I was looking for, or like what I had in my mind. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this first. We're gonna do things a little backwards. So I'm just trying to kind of get the color all over. See how it's not like a full-blown red, but it's still quite a statement, but in like a really healthy and natural kind of a way. I'm gonna take my fingertips and start to blur this out. And then with a deeper color like this, I always like to, it's not super deep, but it's still like a statement, like I said. So I always like to use a lip liner. I've been using the lip pencil in the shade Beauty from Lisa Eldridge like crazy. It's such a gorgeous color, and I thought that it would work well to just define the edges of this color. Okay, so now that I have the lip liner on, I'm gonna go back in with a tiny bit more of that lip cushion. This formula is so comfortable, which is also something I was wanting to consider when it came to like a holiday look. Just to make sure it's something that would wear well all night, something that wouldn't be super difficult to blot off if you wanted to, something that would fade nice, and that's this formula. It's such a nice one. Okay, so now that we have the lip color on, let's go ahead and add some color to the cheeks. This is what's gonna really tie everything together. Let me think here. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of this blush from Jaclyn Cosmetics. It made me like reach into that collection that she did, the whole blush collection. I forget what the collection was called. Rouge something. Anyway, these luminous blushes were in the collection. This is in the shade Love Poem. So I'm gonna dip my brush into this and just swirl it in my cap. This is kind of like a hot pink color. It has a little bit of a luminosity, which again, I'm going for a little bit of a healthy, extra glowy kind of a vibe. So I'm starting to add this to the cheeks. And you can see it's got such a nice glow, especially when blended into that highlight. I think that's so pretty. I'm gonna go on the other side, across the nose a little bit, put some on the forehead, on the chin, just a little. And then I'm gonna take my powder brush and just kind of smooth the edges. I'm gonna dip an eyeshadow brush just into the cap. Actually, I'm gonna take a teeny bit more of that blush on a fluffy eyeshadow brush. And I'm just gonna press that into the crease of the eye, just to add a little bit of that same color into the eye look so it all looks cohesive. Just a little bit. Then I'm gonna take my Mary Luminizer highlight. I'll just use my pinky. I'm gonna take this and pop it in the inner corner of the eye. I'm obsessed with a good inner corner highlight. A little bit underneath the brow bone. Okay, here's where I feel like it could be kind of fun. I was playing around with a lip combo, like I said. I started out with this, and then I thought to myself, what if I added a little bit of a gloss? Because it's not too bright. It's a little bit more subtle. It's still a bold, though, on me anyway. And so I grabbed my Glossier red gloss and I layered this on top, and I loved how it looked. So just know that like you can totally play around with this. If you're not comfortable with a bold glossy lip, you could skip this step, but this is in the shade Red Rouge, and let me show you what this looks like on top of this color. I think it's so nice. Oh, isn't that so pretty? I just feel like this makes it more holiday somehow because it's not that traditional bright red. It's almost a little bit more berry, which I love. And having that glossiness with the almost glossy eye as well, I just think is so pretty. I wanted to kind of see if I could show you. Is it working? I might have to scoot back a little. Okay, you can kind of see it there. Maybe like that? It's so hard to be able to like portray how shimmery things look on my eyes in studio lights. Okay, let's assess the situation. I think I like how everything looks. I'm just taking my bronzer brush and kind of adding a little bit more with whatever's left. But everything else I think I really like. Let's check the mascara. I did get some smudging on the lower lash line. So I'll just take a brush and kind of blend that out. Other than that, I think I really like where things are. I do want to kind of airbrush the center of the face a little bit. So I'm going to pick up my number 7 Lift and Illuminate Triple Action Powder. And I'm just going to kind of layer this underneath the eye and a little bit down this part right here where I have larger pores. And on the chin and right here in the center of the forehead, right above the brows a little. And I think I'm done. I'm going to set the face. Let's use, I'm gonna use my MAC Fix Plus. This is gonna really add to that healthy glow. If you want it to last and stay put, I would say the Charlotte Tilbury one is my go-to for that. I just wanna look glowy today. So I'm just gonna spray this all over. Let that kind of sink into the skin, and then gently take my sponge and press that down. I'm just gonna gently tap my powder brush one more time through the T-zone, and then I'm gonna add my Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. Can't finish a look without this stuff. It's simply the best. All right, so that completes the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. This is kind of a more fresh take on the classic red lip that we often see during the holidays. Again, I just feel like this lip isn't quite red. It's almost a little bit of a pink undertone. It's a little softer. It's more wearable, maybe, in a way. And then the gloss on top, I don't know. I love the combo. Paired with the healthy, luminous skin and then that glitter on the eyes, I'm just really into it. It still feels classic, but there's like something new and different about it for me. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here, hi, my name is Allie, and I would love for you to join the family. You can do so by hitting the subscribe button. And if you're already a subscriber, but you want to be notified on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, click on the bell after you subscribe, and you'll get a notification every single time I post. That's it for me today. I hope you guys have an amazing day wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye.